Hi everyone, it's Rich from Backup here again. In addition to the wheelchair skills videos that we've already done, I thought it'd be most useful if we put together some videos on transfers and life skills and things like that. Chief of which is something that we're all going to do at some point, and that's a little bit of wheelchair maintenance. So sometimes wheelchair services help us out with kind of bigger jobs on our wheelchair, but if it's just a small job or a routine maintenance job, it's often something that we can do ourselves, just with a little bit of know-how and the right tools. So for the interest of this video, I'm going to be working on my old chair, which is a Quickie Helium, quite a common chair on the wheelchair skills the wheelchair charter around the country. Sorry, for the NHS, and also people buy them privately quite a lot. So I thought that would be a good one to work on. What I'm going to show you guys today is a basic bit of maintenance that we all need to do at some point, which is cleaning kind of the hair and the gunk out of our little castor wheels that we've got at the front of our wheelchair. As I say, if we're pushing around kind of the house, if you've got pets or your partner has long hair, or you yourself have long hair, sometimes that falls onto the floor and it gets tangled up in your wheelchair wheels. Same as when you're out into in the community, it all kind of gets tangled around your casters there. So it's good to know the processes behind being able to take the castor wheels off and then put them back on and just pick all the hair out and make sure that they're running smoothly. So as I say, we're going to get stuck into this now. A couple of things before we get started is the tools that we'll need. So you're going to need a couple of these Allen keys. So a lot of the chairs on the market have a similar system for taking the castor wheels on and off. Not all of them are exactly the same, but a lot of them do run along the same lines across the manufacturers. So it's an Allen key either side, keeping one stationary and then twisting one anti-clockwise, or both opposite directions to get the Allen keys loosened there. And then from there, there's going to be some spacers that we need to watch out to catch and not lose, just to keep our castor wheel aligned correctly. And then the castor wheel itself, which has some bearings set into the inside of it there. So yeah, a couple of these Allen keys. Often when you purchase your chair, you'll get a toolkit that comes along with it. Sometimes this has one Allen key in of each size, or the sizes that you will need. But for this, you'll need two Allen keys of the same size. So it might be worth thinking about investing in something like this, a little multi-tool that has lots of different Allen key sizes on. So as you can see, I've got I think it's a 7 or 8 millimeter Allen key length out here at the moment to correspond with this. So they're the same size. So we get stuck in to showing you guys how we take the castor wheels off, or how I would take the castor wheels off on this chair. We've also got some GT85 here, or WD-40, to keep the bearings lubricated. I like to go with kind of water displacing lubricants, just in case you get any rainwater or anything there inside your bearings. It's quite good to get all the water out and just keep things running smoothly. So just kind of tilt this down here a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we've got the castor wheel itself here, which is aligned by a pin in the middle of our castor fork, which runs up each side. So what we want to do is pop our Allen key in on one side, keep that stationary. Then on the other side, the other Allen key goes in, and from there we want to unscrew it as much as we can until we can get it out by hand. From there, as you can see, this is it's Allen key on the end, and it's got a threaded area there in the middle, and that runs all the way through. Okay, I'm pulling the bolt out from the other side. Okay, so that's where our threaded bolt goes into there, and as we pull the wheel away, be careful to catch our washers. Okay, so as I've said, we're going to have a couple of spacers or washers. These keep our wheel correctly aligned when it's inside our caster fork. And then the wheel itself, as you can see, just pick a little bit of that hair out. So as you can see, it's got some bearings bedded into the wheel there, so it's good. Hair often accumulates around this metal ring here on top of the bearing. So what you want to do is make sure that you're getting all the tear out, all the gunk and the dirt out, and then from there spraying kind of a lubricant in and around the bearing. Same on the other side. And what you can do at this point is kind of clean up the fork as well, clean up in between all your wheel segments, and then from there it's putting it back together. So as I've said, on each side of the caster fork you've got the Allen key bolt and the Allen key bolt, and that's going to screw into there, and you're going to have a washer on each end of this, and then your caster wheel here in the middle. So first thing to do is take your bolt from this side, and what you want to do is pop that back through. From there you're putting your first washer back on. Okay, and then the wheel goes into place, and you're sliding right the way through until it gets to the other side. Now this is the tricky bit, getting the second washer or spacer on here. So just trying to keep that roughly, dropped it. Trying to keep that roughly in the same place. So I've got a spare just up here, so I'll get that in. And from there, it's just aligning it as you go. Great stuff. And then we're all back together from there. And you can hand tighten. Alright. And then grab your two Allen keys again. Clamp down on one side. And then tighten up on the other. Stand by going clockwise. That's great. So it's nice and tight. And there we go. Alright. And then that's the caster wheel back in position. And again, it's all nice and clean, and the chair can run smoothly out from there. Great. So hopefully that gives you a little idea of kind of basic kind of caster maintenance. As I say, it's something that we all tend to need to do at some point. So when we're out in the community, we're forever kind of running through puddles, so you get a bit of water into the bearings, kind of picking up dirt and things as we go. So wheelchair maintenance is very, very important. I personally kind of clean the gunk out of my caster wheels maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, something like that, just to keep them running smoothly, and then re-lubricate. Not all the bearings need lubricated, but yeah, I like to make sure that they're running kind of true and running quite speedily and stuff like that. Hopefully that was a helpful little video. We'll be doing more on, as I say, different transfers and life skills, maybe a little bit more wheelchair maintenance of different things as we go. But thanks ever so much for watching, and hopefully that was useful for you. Thanks again, guys. See ya. Bye.